呀挖呀挖，种特别大的种子，开特别大的花。我在小小的花园种小小的花，期待着你一起呵护它，长大我在大大的花。
大家傍晚好，欢迎来
Good
到我们
evening, everyone.
这个 GDC 的这个分享的活动哦。
Welcome to this DCWGDC sharing event. And today I'll be your translator, Janine. And today I'm your MC, I'm Benny. Now I see there are 18 of the guests. If it's possible, just move your fingers, just tag them and invite them to join you. And now can you type in where do you come from? Like say that coming from people, so you can type in where you come from. So you come from KL. I see that Chinko comes from JB. Annie comes from Singapore. Let's see that everyone joining is because of this topic. If you are a parent, please type in 888. As being a parent, a mother, because of this theme of children that I join in this event. Just type in 888. Yes, I see that. How to type in 888, please? Yes, seems like quite a lot of you is because of this topic that you have joined in. For myself, I have 3 children. For my children, for the academic wise, I have to keep on nagging them to do the homework. So you can type in how many children you have. Is it that you would like to see that your children will do their work initiatively, automatically? So for this topic, it's about to have this creative strategy so that your children will have this improvement. For myself, I think with 30% of improvement, that is already great. I see that Shit has 2, Hajit has 2, Chenko has 1. Actually, for this sharing preview, so today is the second preview. Last week is the first preview. How many have you attended? If it's the first time you attend, please type in 111. If last week you have attended, please type 222. You have already attended the second time. Let's see how many times you have attended. So you see 222. Yeah, I see that there are some of you who have already attended and is chasing after this topic of this level 9. All right. This round, we have invited our guest speaker, teacher Sunny. And how can we unlock this unlimited creativity? Oh, teacher Sunny is a DCIG teacher too. Now let's have flowers, hearts, and flags to welcome teacher Sunny. Good evening, everyone. Very happy to see everyone. Although you are very busy, you still squeeze out this time to join in this event. Level 9 is about creativity. Creativity actually can be applied in our daily life, in our career, in our home. For the very first preview event, it was shared how to apply into our business, into our sales performance. I believe that here, some of you have already attended this first preview. From the first preview, I think for sure that you have benefited from this creativity, which can be applied into this career. And for this, the second preview, it's to apply into the family. And we have to take care to benefit the parents in the family, parents who look after their children. For myself, I feel that having children is the happiest thing and is the best gift. Then at home, it becomes very warm. I myself have 3 children. So the eldest one is a son who is already 22 years old. And the second is a girl, 15. So my son, 22 years old, now is serving the national service. So my girl is 15 years old and is in secondary 3. My youngest one is a girl. She is a girl, my third child. Now she is in secondary 1. Okay, yeah, in Malaysia is Form 1. Since there are 3 children, of course, then the family, you feel that it is very warm. Of course, that every child has to go to school to study. So, as a parent, regardless how many children you have, so what is it that you are more concerned in your children's schooling? Many says that just do well in the homework. Yeah, and want them to be excellent, especially in the results. Feelings say that. And are they obedient and really serious in doing their homework, their learning? Uh, and the moral wise and their relationship with the friends, with the classmates, they having a good relationship. I see that. And also homework and how to get along with others. Able to hand in their homeworks themselves. And would like to see the siblings, they get along harmoniously. And Also, when the children come back home, they will share with you what happened in the school. You see that because there is a child, there are so many things that you have to get concerned. Yeah, a lot of people just think that it's really awesome to have children come back to share with you what happened in the school. My own child, my girls, they normally just lock themselves in the room used to be and they won't talk to me. So I will just start to wonder actually anything happened to them if they lock themselves in the room. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you to have the chance, Teacher Sunny. So can you see that? Maybe that what you are concerned is just one or two of the points, but there are so many others that other parents may be concerned, which are different from us. So actually having a child gives you a lot of joy, happiness in your life. Of course, there are also worries that we have about them. So what is the main theme today? Will I be able to see them really focus to learn? Is it that their academic, their results can be improved? One is focus. Can they be very initiative? And can it be improved? For these 3 points, if this is your aim, these 3 points, then you say like what Benny say, yes, I come to the right event. If you would like to understand how does creativity can help us in these 3 points. Thank you, Teacher Xiaoyu. So today's the main points. The children able to focus and very initiative to do homework and able to improve in their result. So for this CI level 9, we have to understand what is creativity. What can creativity help us? Okay, let me share my PPT. PPT. Today I just made it. It is still very hot. It's just a few minutes away that I just made it. So it's just freshly baked. Nobody has seen it before. You all are the first batch to see it. So especially made for you all today. Some people who is prone to listening. Some people is able to absorb easily through listening. Some people are more of visually learning. So I think that to do this PPT, why not I just say. So actually myself is more prone to do well in visually. If you know that you're more prone to learn through visually, you can just let me know. How I see that. Oh, a lot of your, a lot of me. Luckily, I have done this PPT. So let's start. So do you see the PPT? Just nod your head if you do. So today our theme is unlock unlimited creativity. Creative strategies help children focus and improve their studies. Okay, let's start. So actually, what is creativity? If we talk about creativity, then we must understand why do we need creativity? Creativity is an idea, a thinking. Creativity for sure is something good, which is useful, which is beneficial. It could be also a method which is innovative. In level 9, creativity, what it talks about is good. That could be the creativity is used in a wrong way, but in level 9, what it is defining, creativity for sure is something good. This idea, it is beneficial to yourself, to others, to your business, to the country, and even to the whole world. So what do we use creativity for? One is to solve the existing problem. So when we face problems, you think about, well, how can we solve this problem or challenge? So the first creativity is to solve existing problem. It could be the family problem, it could be the business problem. For example, in the ancient time when the weather is very warm, you just use something to fan. You cannot carry the whole tree and walk about, right? And the big leaf, if you use to fan, it will be spoiled easily. That's why there is an invention about this fan and also this electrical fan. And it could be so hot that even after buying 10 fans, they still feel so hot. That's how this air conditioner invented to solve this being hot, this problem. So first is to solve existing problem. Two is to create new things. What does it mean by to create new things? So actually, air conditioner is creating new things. So during the pandemic, we all actually suffered. So what is the serious thing affected, like in a country? During the pandemic, the economy of a country is affected because this lockdown. So it is impossible to go out, get out from the country. So the whole country economy will be affected. So there's one type of industry is seriously affected. What is this? Yes, it's traveling. Yes, aviation. Yes, it is affected seriously. So we can't go overseas. We don't walk to go to another country, right? We travel by the plane. So we have to create something new. So that's the one great creation. Creative creation is this aeroplane. And such a heavy metal, this whole thing, the plane, so heavy, but it's possible to fly in the air. And it shortened the time for you to travel. Such a heavy plane. It is so amazing that it can fly in the sky. So that's a revolution in a way in this transport. Third is to help the world to influence the whole world. And it's something upwards, something towards goodness. So in this city intensive level 9, it is about creativity, which is good, and how to use this creativity to help the world. Just think about it after attending this level 9, because of your creative idea, the whole world wants what you have created. So it's this idea, this creativity, it's able to reach the world and also benefit the whole world. Just think about that. Okay, the next slide. Just now we say, why do we need creativity? So next is, what is my problem? It comes back to our family problem. My child has a very short attention span. This is because of the environment, the environmental influence. First is the handphone, iPad, computer. Actually, they are influenced by others. So they have a short attention. Then it's like halfway while doing the homework, they hear the ting of the handphone. Then they will distracted to look at the handphone. So the attention span is short, especially this handphone, which is very distractive. And second is they don't really like to do homework. Not every homework that they like it. It's only certain they like it. For example, my children, they don't like Chinese homework. Actually, my children, their Chinese are not good. It's this color. You see this color in the result book. It's not good to have this color, right? This is red. It means that it, they didn't get a pass for their Chinese. So it's not all the homework they don't like it. It's just some. So do your children have this problem? They don't like certain subject. If yes, you just type in 222. When Nee seems like has every problem like mine, it's all right. Today, then you know how to have a breakthrough. Number 3, the academic performance is poor. It's not that all red marks. It's some red, some blue. The result, some passed, some didn't pass. Of course, parents would like the children's results all blue and even a better result, so that for the lower mark, it is possible to improve. Yeah, I will just frankly tell you all, we all just be frank about how our children are. All right. The children's performance result will of course affect the parents, because we are concerned about their academic problem, and we start to discuss about it. But because of the opinions are different, and one thing the solution A, the other one says solution B. If solution A doesn't work, then the partner says, see, I say that solution A doesn't work. If you say that it's solution B, and we decided to use solution B, but it doesn't work also, then the wife say that I've told you not to use solution B. So the children's problem will become the parents' problem too. And this will affect the relationship in a family. And if anyone like me, because of the academic problems of the children, affect the you and your wife relationship, this type of yes, be honest to face yourself. Then too, and I'm not the only one. Oh, actually, you all are just like me. I was just worried that it was only me. I feel better now. Actually, you all are just like me. So, if we are worried about our children, we won't be happy also. And for the children, we are worried that if their results are not good, and when you say that over the world all the parents are the same, actually the heart of the parents are the same. So what I did, so I use a soft method. So the method I use, I buy things for the children. If you have good results, whatever wish they have, fulfill them. Use this soft method, to use this rewarding method to make them happy. So anyone here who do this to let them have better result, better focus, if you do that, this 111, you do that also. Benny did, Angela too. If you don't do that, you can just say you don't. I use my own method. So I also use the hard way. The soft way cannot work. Then I use the harsh way. So I will discipline them in use of handphone and computer during weekend. So I actually confiscate their phone and not to play that. Anyone like me? Anyone? And I even say that if you don't have the good results, I won't buy the things that you want. Okay. Right. Sometimes it works, but I see that it's not persistent. When he wants to get something, and he will really spend time working to learn. But after he got this thing that he wants, then it goes downhill again. Next, then what did I do? Then I send my children to the tuition center. Since myself cannot teach them, so I send them to the tuition center. Since they are teachers to teach them, I have to be frank to say that I can't teach my own children. It's not that my Chinese language is not good. Of course, that others you can be better than me also. The language. When you teach your own children, they don't listen to you, right? Then when you teach, you get angry easily. Before I say, Benny has already typed out. Benny can read my mind. Since I get angry easily, I better spend some money to send them to the tuition center. So you use this third method. You can type 333. If you use all three methods, 1, 2, 3, you can type 1, 2, 3. Yuki, 1, 2, 3. Benny also. Tracy also. Anyway, I start to find that my relationship with my child is disharmonious. If you were told that you can only use this iPad for a few hours, will you be happy? And then the first thing you ask your children is, have you done your homework? Do you think that you'll be happy? So whenever they see me, they will just run away, my children. Because I only just talk about all these things, which is so boring. It's all right. I have learned seed system. I can use method. So what kind of seeds I can plant? So there are three. One is listen to others, because I want my children to listen to me. I want to see my children are proactive in their work. So I will be proactive to help the Jenny in my work. I wish that my children will be very proactive to do their homework, to do their learning. We understand pen. And so this is a red pen. So I see that. That means that I myself have the problem I see in my children. Sometimes what I see my children, sometimes they are proactive, sometimes they listen to me, but sometimes they don't. Why do I plant the seed? Why do I see my children still have this problem? Later, I go into this. I know that I have to quiet down. If I keep on having some blockage, I cannot solve it. That means that I have some blockage. That means that I have to quiet down my mind. Only that I'm able to quiet down. Else, if outside there are a lot of things which disturb me, then I'm not able to quiet down. So I start to learn to quiet down, to do my contemplation. I will especially do this creativity contemplation. What does it mean by creativity contemplation? In level 9, teacher will give us this creativity contemplation. This is a very cool meditation. It's not crying. It is very powerful. A lot of people say, is contemplation something religious? Actually, it is not. 3 points. Help you to solve problem. It helps you to have a new thinking and help you to have the solution. So I tell myself, I must do this contemplation. So I keep on planting these 3 seeds, but it doesn't really work. So I must cool down my mind. So I do this creativity contemplation. So this seed system, it tells us that within the short time, you contemplate to see the solution and use that solution. So in this contemplation, so you look into what I don't want. I don't want my children to dislike their school subject. It's not all he doesn't like, but it's just a few. And it's like for my children, it's maths and science. So in contemplation, so what I don't want to see, I don't want my children not uh, to dislike their school subject. I don't want my children to procrastinate in doing their schoolwork. I don't want my children to fail their results. So clearly, I know these are the 3 things I don't like. So what I want? I want my children to love their school subject. I want to see that my children love to learn the subject, all the subjects. I want to see my children proactively complete their homework given by the teacher. 3, I want my children to improve their results. Anyone here who has the same thing like me, what you want and what you don't want, it's the same, then you can type why. We have to sort it out, organize out. Only then your mind is clear. What do you want? Because in the system, our mental picture is very important. When our seat open is through this picture, then it creates our external world. That's why we must do our contemplation. If I want my children to love their school subject, can you see in green the 3 points that I want? Let's look at these 3 points and let's sort out. If I want to see my children love their school subject, if 10 is correct. So my children comes from my inner seed. If I want to see my children love their school subject, what should I plant? I am also passionate in my career. I'm very proactive in my career. Just now I say that I proactively help teacher Jen. After I get out from my contemplation, I've done something which is lacking. To make them love their school subject, I have to love the environment around me. If yes, you type also why, you facing that. What should I do if I want them to proactively do their own homework? What should I do? So I will plant the seeds and then this is open. I'll see that my children will do their work proactively too. I have to be very proactively complete the homework that is given by my teacher. So to improve my children's result, I have to also improve my own learning result. Can you link that? And actually, I share this with the volunteers too. If you have heard this before, then you can type me. I discovered that some of you have the same worries like me also. We will have this Q&A time. You can stay on until the Q&A if you have any question to ask. So for this creativity ideas, you can have that during contemplation. I have to do my homework. I have attended a lot of levels, but I am not very proactive in doing my contemplation. So this is the homework given by my teacher after I attended the workshop. It's just like my children, they have homework given by their school teachers. So 3 times book. It's already 1 month I didn't write. So contemplation, the longest 1 month I didn't do it. So this what I discovered. I was not proactive to do the homework given by the teacher. That's why I see this piece. It opened up as a picture covering over my children who are the same, not proactive in doing their homework. Sometimes I am hardworking in doing my 3 times book or yoga or contemplation, but I know that if I am proactive in doing all this homework, then I'll see my children will do the same thing. So it's not only in our business, our work, that we can plant this proactive seed. But for the children, their homework to do it proactively, we can look into ourselves that our own homework to do so. So we have to find the fertile soil, and for every level, there are these 4 things appear given by the teachers. Why that these 4 homework are always given in every level, not others? It means that these are the most important. This is the fertile soil. If I plant this in this fertile soil, I will see that my children will start to be proactive and focused. The girl in yellow is my youngest. She is 13 years old. Used to be her mathematics and science were poor. She got improved after attending the tuition. But after some time, she told me that she didn't want to attend anymore this tuition. She wanted to learn on her own. After you planted the seed to be proactive, you see your child is proactive also. So the subject size is very different from the primary when you get into secondary. And in secondary school, her results is excellent, and it's always at the first 3, not only just pass, and it's always excellent at the front. And this in orange, this girl, my second girl, she doesn't like Chinese. After she got into secondary, for myself, when I changed, like doing the yoga, 3 times book, contemplation, reading the manual. So my second girl in orange, and I see her Chinese pass, and wow, and she got the result, the top 10% of the whole secondary, the level. And the man in red is actually the MP, and in black is the eldest, and in blue that's me. So she actually is the top 10% of the whole secondary tree. And who is this? This is my son. I know you asked. Yeah, that's my son. She is, sorry, he is serving the national service. So he has this award. Let me check for this National Day. So he was able to perform in this National Day. So he is the best soldier in the team. So in the poly, certain subjects, he is the best. In the past, he was not like that. Actually, it's because myself start to focus. I don't excuse myself. I do this yoga, contemplation, reading the manual 3 times book. I know that if I put in this happy effort, I'm creating my world and I am creating my children the same way. So creativity not only solve my children result, but achieve the family harmony. Then I can give back my children's handphone. So rather than you have to confiscate your children's handphone, say not to do this, not to do that. So you don't have to nag them. No need to confiscate their handphones. No need to make them dislike you. And while they are enjoying their handphone, looking at their handphone, their games, whatever, they can still obtain good results. And you can see that the children will like to get close to you also. If this is what you want, if you're in this system. So you can also use this method to try. So you have to work to what they can focus, and you yourself have to focus too. Okay, I pass the time back to the MC. Thank you, Teacher Sunny. Let's be flowers, claps, and hearts that Teacher Sunny give us so many ideas how to be a good parent. I wonder you all will try out to see if it is working. If you're going to try, yeah, you can just type 888. I must use 4 steps. In the past, I do it, but I don't use 4 steps. I must have a clarity to use 4 steps to do so. Okay, now let's take a group photo. Everyone can turn on your video. Lisa, everyone turn on the video. All right. There are 2 pages. One, two, three. One more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone. So we have the Q&A session, right? If you have any question, you can ask Teacher Sunny to solve the problems that we have as parents. You can type in the chat box or just unmute yourself. Yeah, we still have time, 1 or 2 questions. Let's see, there's one. Okay, this question is for like playing the game. We think that it is meaningless, but your child say that it's something meaningful. Why that your child will say that it is something meaningful? when you say that there's something meaningless, but your child told you that it's meaningful. Whatever you hear actually comes from you. So when you know that your children when your children have this bad habit, so if yourself like to drink coffee, you have this addiction. So you see that there is this kind of addiction, like scrolling the handphone, sleeping late. We don't have to retaliate, else that if you always fight back, then your children will escape from you, avoid you. After you attended level 6, then you can use level 6 life skills. Then you can start to do this homework. For this creativity. So don't look down upon this contemplation, doing yoga and reading the manual, writing 3 times book. And we have to improve, right? If every day you just do this sun salutation, then you must improve. If your 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 children's result is always at the marks of 51, isn't it that you yourself have to improve, not just doing this sun salutation? In order to have this improvement, the awareness to change in the mind. So the contemplation you can improve by 1 minute, 2 minutes, slowly and improve. When you improve, then your children will improve. All right, because of time, we have still a number of time for the previews. I'll pass the time back to Ben. This question, I think, can really help us. Okay, let's look at the coming up event. What's the PPT? This level 9. The process of creativity as innovator. In order to unlock this, so for this workshop, it is in September 8, 9, 10, 16, and 17. So now there is still we have this early bird price, dollars 1,400 and ringgit 4,480. If you have attended before as a revision, so you could also have this one-to-one 30 minutes meet up with the teacher. So you can just screenshot to get the date and the time so you can register. Thank you everyone for your time to join today's sharing. And coming up, we still have a few more sharing sessions. And it is on the Monday and the Thursday, 6 to 7, the sharing from the teachers. I see there is a member who is washing the veggie and listening to our sharing. All right. We'll end here. Thank you, Teacher Sunny. Thank you for the chance to translate. Next Monday, see you again. You can just unmute yourself and say thank you to teacher.